Good morning, webheads.
Good morning, Baltimore.
What up, guys? Drew is not taking this vlog very seriously, but we are headed to see Into the Spider-Verse. We've heard it is a phenomenal film. So we're going with my favorite cousin, Caleb. Sorry to any other cousins who may watch this video. And yeah, we'll let you guys know what we think.
It's gonna be good. It's word on the street.
Spider tights, does whatever tights can do.
Ready to go on your legs.
Da 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 shoes.
Think of the movie, Emily.
We just saw Into the Spider-Verse. It was
Amazing.
bomb. The animation was beautiful.
The after credit scene's awesome. Well,
The after credit scene was dope. We'll give you a fuller review later. What up, webheads? Today we saw
Into the Spider-Verse.
and it was pretty dang phenomenal.
What's pretty dank?
I
I
don't.
thought you were gonna say it's pretty dank. I was like, I heard
It was pretty dang.
Spider-Verse was pretty dank.
It was dank, but it was also dang phenomenal.
Some like attention to detail you'll notice in the movie is like, you know, like those circle dots that you see that's like common in comics, like the comic style.
Like pop art.
Yeah, you see that on their faces, like blurred, the way they blur certain scenes. Movie overall is very visually appealing. And
I would say it's probably like the most visually appealing.
movie since Avatar. Oh, that's a bold statement.
That's gonna be our title. The most visually appealing movie since Avatar. Dun dun dun. No, in all seriousness, we're gonna go into some spoilers. So let's start out with, what did you think of Peter Parker? The classic Spider-Man.
He was, he didn't have a major role in the movie besides like telling Miles Morales like he has to finish the job.
Okay, I'm talking about Peter B. Parker.
Oh, okay, well that's different. He doesn't take care of himself, he doesn't take care of his relationships, he's kind of like a failure.
Up with EmJae.
Yeah, it's kind of like a failure. Spider-Man gets a little heavy and is like depressed and crying all the time and stuff like that. But I thought it was a good redemption story.
Yeah, so this movie was like a redemption story for Peter J. Parker, or Peter B. Parker, there is no Peter J. Parker. Redemption story for him, as well as the origin story for Miles. Seriously, Uncle Ben was like Peter Parker's hero. But then Uncle Aaron was Miles' hero, but then he's a bad guy, which is such a unique point.
Yeah.
But then also, usually in these movies, when a bad guy is the family member, they usually turn on the family.
Yeah.
And I thought it was beautiful how Aaron, the second he saw that it was Miles, he was like, dude, I let you down. And he lost his life for him, which was like,
Kingpin killed him.
yeah, which was kind of beautiful.
So what do you think of all of the main Spider characters who came through? Let's go through the list. So we have Gwen Stacy, who's the first one that you see. She makes it through before anybody else. She's like has a part of the movie.
And then
Peter B. Parker, who we talked about already. Then next was the black and white one, which is Noir.
Spider-Man Noir, played by
Nicolas Cage.
which is awesome that he is a Spider-Man now. I just think that we need more awesome actors playing Spider-Man to hype up the role even more. So
Then we have Peter Porker.
Peter Porker, who is a pig.
John Mulaney.
And Drew and I, some of you may be on the same page as us, we thought that Spider-Pig originated from The Simpsons. We're done.
The Simpsons movie. Spider-Pig, Spider-Pig.
Does whatever a spider pig does.
And he like
I thought it
walks
was
on the
does. And then it was walks through walls, No, he can't. He's just a spider pig. But actually, fun fact, Spider Pig originated in old Marvel comics in the 80s. Peter Porker, which, how can you not love that? So he was, what, that's our 5th spider? We have Miles, Peter.
The girl with the robot. What's her name again? Penny
Parker. And I also want to cosplay her.
And she has a cool robot. Is that all of them? Or is there one more?
I think that's all of them. So overall, what would you say? Best part about the movie, worst part about the movie, and thing you're most excited to see next?
Best part about the movie, like, the plot was good, all of that, but if I have to choose one thing that really, like, made the movie why I liked it so much, it was the visually appealing part. I know we talked about it earlier. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, and I already made it my phone background.
Yeah, like, it's a great plot, there's great characters, like, overall the movie is just great, but the visually appealing part is in, like, the graphics and how so much attention to detail, like, that's what sells the movie. I mean, like, it takes it to the next level.
And I think, like, okay, so I'm going to tack on the visually appealing part. That was one of my favorite things.
Another favorite part was they had Doc Ock, but they changed it and made her a woman, which I liked. It was a good twist, and she was a scientist in the movie the whole time, but you didn't know she was going to be Doc Ock until, like, midway through.
Yeah, that was dope. I liked how they incorporated so many villains.
Yeah, Kingpin, Prowler was Uncle Aaron.
So, my other favorite thing, besides the movie being so visually appealing, because Drew took that fabulous one, was how they did the origin stories. Now, I know a lot of people complain when movies don't have origin stories because they feel like if you're going to see a movie, the movie should encapsulate the entire plot. But this one had enough of an origin story for each character that if you knew nothing about Spider-Man, you would still get it. But how many of us know nothing about Spider-Man? No one. Everyone knows his origin story, and so I thought it was cool how they aligned the origin stories and they showed like 3 at a time with Spider-Man Noir, Penny Parker, and Peter Porker. Like, I thought all of that was such a cool way to bring together all the Spider people.
Least favorite part of the movie? There's something I disliked if I had to choose one. Oh, Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy should have kissed before she jumped back into the Spider-Verse. I thought they were going to.
Yeah, I thought they were going to kiss too. And they're going to be so cute.
Yeah, that was
such a cute cosplay couple. And people can ship it and like get on that.
What am I most looking forward to? Obviously, if you're already watching this, you already know it's a spoiler. After credit scene shows Spider-Man 2099. And I want to know how that's gonna, I'm assuming it's gonna somehow incorporate with this movie. And the after credit scene was hilarious, with the Spider-Man like pointing at each other and all of that was all great. But yeah, Spider-Man 2099 I think is gonna be really good, and I want to see how they incorporate this movie into it.
Yeah, I think that Sony and Marvel have a lot more to bring us, and I'm excited.
And because Venom was a failure.
Oh my gosh, okay, wait. My favorite part of Into the Spider-Verse was when he's walking down the street.
It's the very beginning.
The very first Peter Parker is talking about his origin story, and he says, oh, you know, I did that dancing thing, and that was bad. And I was just like...
They referenced it, that was great.
Ode to Tobey Maguire, because he is
terrible.
Spider-Man. Like, he is Spider-Man.
If you guys liked this video, please like and subscribe to our page, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for tuning in, webheads. Peace out. What are we doing?
Spider-Verse.
Going into the Spider-Verse.